Hello, welcome back to Reads of an Apple. My name is Stacy. Today I'm here to start week 33 of 2023. Happy Tuesday. It has been a couple of days. I just got super busy this weekend. I ended up having plans Saturday afternoon, evening, and then I had a bunch of things I had to take care of on Sunday, and I just never got around to filming my opening clip this weekend. And then yesterday when I got home from work, I fed the kitty some food and I kind of had a headache. So I went and I was like, I'm just going to relax. And I ended up falling asleep. And then I just kind of woke up at 9 o'clock and I fed the cat again because she gets 2 dinners now. One is for medicine and one is just because she's in the habit of getting fed whenever I come home. And then I just pretty much just went back to bed. So I wasn't feeling it yesterday. So yeah, happy Tuesday. So we will kind of touch base lightly on books that I've read. I am currently doing a 24-hour reading vlog where I am setting a timer for 24 hours and I am reading what I can for it and during that time frame. So I will link it up here if you would like to watch that, and I'm just going to touch base on what I'm reading, but I'm going to save all of my big thoughts for that. So ebook wise, I did finally pick up For Never by Aurora Rose Reynolds. This is for a book club I have coming up this Saturday evening. I'm super enjoying it so far. I will say that this is the first Aurora Rose Reynolds that I've read. This is a fake fiance type situation, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm 64% of the way through, and I haven't really picked it up since I did a big portion of reading Friday night and Saturday, and then I was able to kind of get through 20-ish% since then, but I need to get it done because Saturday is due date, and my reading is just still kind of slowed down. If you watch last week's vlog or any of my August vlogs so far, I have been playing Hogwarts Legacy. I have not picked it up since last week. I was like, I have reading I need to get done. And I was like, why did I sign up for these things and then get sucked into a video game? But I took a pause for a couple of days just because I was doing other things. And then I was like, I'm going to keep pausing. I'm at a good place to pause in the game without it sucking up all of my free time. So I'm getting like pushing myself back into reading since I signed up for so many freaking readathons this month, but we will see how we move forward. I might have to dedicate some specific time, like an hour every other day, every 3 days or something like that, because I do still want to play my game. But anyway, the other book I'm reading is Sunday, and pretty much all day Sunday, I listened to the audiobook for The Charm School by Susan Wiggs. This is also part of that 24-hour vlog. I have not read any of it since Sunday. I have 4 hours left without speeding it up. That's the normal time frame on it. So at some point over the next couple days, I'm going to try to finish it out so I can get those 2 books done this week. Oh, that was really weird. And then we'll see what I can pick up from there, but I want to try to get this 24-hour vlog done as quick as I can so I can have things pre-edited and set up and ready to go. So there's what I have for you reading wise. So I have a couple of unboxings, so we will do those. I've had them, I got these this weekend, and I've had them sitting here on my table to unbox with you. So let's just get these done. So I have 2 books that I ordered, and then I have my 1 bookish subscription that I still have. So let me rip this one open. So, Okay. This is the Beauville novella by Juliet, Secrets at Sunset. This came out August 1st. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Ooh, look at the back. The back is gorgeous too. Oh, that's so pretty. And then the spine, if you care about the spines, super pretty. I can't wait to get this on my shelf. I love this. I thought this was a perfect novella. Super happy to have a paperback copy of it. So gorgeous. I love it so much. And it totally fits the pink theme for today. Super fun. And then the other one is, I recently, I don't know, maybe not so recently, got one of Pamela Claire's historical novels because it was on sale super cheap, and I noticed that another one either in that series or that was published around the same time as that one was super cheap, so I grabbed it while it was. So this one is Carnal Gift. Isn't that pretty? So I think this one is the first book in the series, and then the second book is the one I had before. Or no, this is the second book in the Kenley Blakewell family saga, book 2. I don't know. Cool. So I think there's one more historical that's like this style cover that I have left to collect, so I will wait. This I think was on sale for like $5. The other one was on sale for like $3 or $4 or something ridiculous. So I'll wait till the other one goes on sale and definitely hop on that. But super excited to have another Pamela Claire book to my collection. She is a Colorado author. A lot of what she is more currently writing is like romantic suspense, but she does have a couple of older historical novels from, I think these were originally published in the early 2000s, but these are like the 2010 recover redo kind of thing. So the final one we have is my Enchanted Fandom Drinking Vessel subscription. I will link the website down below. I do know there is a current, I don't even know what to call it, like a secret, or not, it's not so secret, but like themed mugs is what she has switched to. Once we completed the SJM styled mug, she was starting a new series, I think is what she was calling them. And these ones are ones that are all like tickets to different fantasy realms. The first one was to, I think it was to the Shire. I say that, but it's one of the ones I have like sitting out on my counter for display in the kitchen. I really love Enchanted Fandoms. I especially love their drinking vessels. If you've been following me, you know I am a mug collector. I am a big drinker of things. And so I just love being able to get bookish merchandise that is for sure something I will use. So this is the second one in the ticket series, and that'll make more sense once you can see the design. They also always come with 2 recipes for drinks, one alcoholic, one non-alcoholic. Like I said, I'll link her down below. There's usually a lot of previous drinking vessels also for sale, so I highly recommend them. I'm a big fan of her shop. So I know that the theme for this one is Elfheim, which is a part of that's like the land of like the Cruel Prince. I know is one of the books. I can't remember what the series is called, but I know there was a read-along for that series recently. I was unable to participate in that at the time because they were going through the books so quickly. It was like 1 or 2 books a week, and I was like, that is a lot for me when I have other reading happening. But I do eventually want to read them. I'm definitely intrigued by them. I've seen a lot of really gorgeous artwork from that, so I'm definitely excited to see what this looks like. So here is our recipe card. So the first one is the Elfheim drink. So this is lemonade or sparkling water, red Gatorade. Gatorade, interesting. Handful of berries per cup. They recommend raspberries or sweet strawberry slices, edible glitter or drink shimmer, and then optional fresh mint leaves. Interesting. Lemonade with a touch of Gatorade. That's interesting. So yeah, that's pretty. And then the other one is fairy wine, which is herbal berry or fruit tea bag, 2 ounces of plum wine, honey, and a lemon rind. Oh, so this is just 1 cup. This isn't like a bottle or a tub of wine. A tub. A pitcher is what I meant to say, not a tub. Oh, hey, interesting. Interesting. Kind of like a mulled wine, except instead of doing like the cozy fall and winter spices, you're doing an herbal fruit tea. Interesting. Interesting. I definitely am intrigued to try that. For sure. Okay, so let's look at the cup. Where is the opening? Ooh, I like the color of the inside of this one. Okay. As you can see, it's this really gorgeous blue. So, ooh, this is gorgeous. Okay, so here is the mug. So here is our ticket to Elfheim. So as you can see, the design is like a train ticket. And then this part says Daydreamer Station, Rainbow Street, February 18th at 11 p.m. boarding pass to Elfheim. This is gorgeous. Like, even though I haven't read this, like, I love this artwork. It's super pretty, and I love the color. I love this, like, yellow, pale yellow, light blue with the darker blue, the gray tone of what's going around the ticket. That is gorgeous. I think that's really pretty. And then these all have, as you could probably tell, they come with a spoon as well. So this is the second one. So if you are interested in collecting this series, the other one so far that we've had is the Shire. And I'm sure that there are extras of that. So then here's the spoon, and it is in that same pretty blue color. So you can plop it right in there. Super cute. I love it. Ugh. I have a mug problem, that is for sure. I definitely need to go through my mugs and reorganize things in my kitchen. So, but we are getting there. We are getting there. You probably can't tell, but I did get more boxes taken care of this weekend. But once again, I dealt with a couple boxes in the craft room, and then I was able to move a couple of things into the craft room that needed to go in the craft room, and then I had a couple boxes of one was of board games, and I got that kind of pulled out. And then there was one of like knickknacks that I started going through and kind of separating out and figuring out where. And then my aunt was sending me a couple things that they were getting rid of that I was willing to keep in. I thought they were going to be like tiny little boxes, and they were like 2 ginormous boxes. So now there's 2 more boxes there. But that's all stuff that she started to crochet, and I told her I would take it and I would find a way to kind of work it in. I have some of the granny squares that my grandmother made, who a lot of the like first yarn and crochet hooks I used were hers back in the day. And so I thought that would be super sweet, and maybe if the colors match, I can try to combine them and add like granny squares of my own, and then it'll be stuff that like Mimi made and my aunt made and what I made, and like turn that into something sweet. So, and then there were like some little crystal cat figurines. So when the boxes came, I was like, oh, those are a lot bigger than I thought they were. I was like, oh no, what did I do? But that's okay. It's fun. I love it, and I like being able to take in the keepsake stuff like that for my family. So I'm going to stop rambling at you about things. We got stuff unboxed. Let us do the quest calendar, and then that will keep this opening clip super short, but partly because I'm talking about books in another video. So if this is my first weekly vlog you are watching, I have been playing the quest calendar created by Sundial Games. Fun fact, they are a Colorado-based company, which is super fun. The 2023 edition is the Void Spark Chronicles. So if you do not know what this is, it is a calendar format tabletop role-playing game with Saturdays and Sundays combined. The theme Void Spark Chronicles is sci-fi space opera based. So think Star Wars, Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica, Firefly. It's super fun. I highly recommend it. I have Sundial Games linked down below. Their Kickstarter wrapped up about a month ago now for the 2024 edition, and it seems like we're going back into the more like typical high fantasy realm, but it seems like we're going to be a little more on the cutesy cozy sides, because a lot of the main characters will be that are going to be like the base characters pre-created for the game are going to be like woodland creatures like ferrets and stuff. So I'm super intrigued. I didn't look too much at it outside of like extras that they were offering, because I didn't want to spoil myself and I like going in kind of blind. I just saw the basic theme of the artwork and I was like, ooh, cool. Okay, cool. Love it. I do also play with the Hero Companion book. I highly recommend it. It's super nice. They have made some upgrades from 2022 to 2023. I really recommend it. It is really nice. If you do play one of the 6 pre-generated characters they have, their stats are in here pre-leveled up. New for 2023, it is now in landscape format instead of portrait, and then they added these reusable stickers for our character equipment as well as for our ship upgrades, which doesn't necessarily qualify for next year because we won't have a spaceship, but it's cool that they're like still working on fine-tuning things and they're not afraid to change things up year to year, which is perfect. Then here is our ship, the Karnak. We are a crew member on the Karnak. As you can see, all of our upgrades and extra crew positions are full. And then the final one, I have been playing as Zarilla Tur. She is an Urzen Mystic, and we are at level 4. As you can see, a lot of notes, a lot of stuff going on, and I'm excited to move forward. Let me show you what the game kind of basically looks like, and then we will jump into actually playing. So most pages will have almost a full page of artwork, which is super fun. All of this script type font, this will be our story of what is played out. This page is specifically a combat page, so this is the table. This one specifically is saying 1 round each for 3 different enemies. If there is not a combat round, there's usually a solid box with block style font similar to this, and that will be the mechanics of how we are playing that day's page. So story is in the script, mechanics are in the block. Like I said, Saturdays and Sundays are combined. So let us just move forward. We are trying to track down a scientist who was either stolen or disappeared, named Andy, and we're trying to potentially save her, figure out where she is. And we found an old bunker of hers, and so we're trying to get information of where, if she was able to escape, where she might run to. So we're trying to track her down. And she has some like security drones. They're called drones in this game that we have been running into. So let us see what is going to happen. Oh, okay. Interesting. We've got a hologram of Andy. Let's see what it says. Everyone steps into the room. Maddox moves closer to the platform in the center and a holographic display lights up. It is a message left by Andy. Maddox is her son that we kind of took with us to help track her down. Well, actually, technically, he was a stowaway on our ship when we left the area where we ran into her. Okay, so listen to the message is our mechanics for today. So, like I said, Saturdays and Sundays are combined, so we will have 3 pages to play. So I'm going to take a quick drink of my chai tea, and then we will get to reading because this is a block of text. Okay. Hello, my son. I hope you are well, Maddox. If you are watching this, then you must be here seeking answers. I had planned to tell you everything once you were old enough, but something must have happened to me. I am not a biological life form. I was made in a lab as a swarm of intelligent microbots that imitated microorganisms. Organisms. 2 doctors facilitated my design, Dr. Latimer and Dr. Serpent. With a unique coding that allowed for learning, parts of me began to evolve, to learn, and to grow beyond my initial design. I essentially became alive. The scientists recognized this and helped me escape the Zorian lab. I came here to learn and grow in safety and solitude. I eventually began to interact and study the local population. I took on this form you see now and decided to embrace my own nature and curiosity for life. I enjoyed learning of emotions and experiencing them firsthand. I found admiration to replace what was once fear. Then I found love. Tristan, your father. He was an amazing man and everything I never knew I was missing in companionship. I was swept away in a joy I never knew could exist. I wish you could have met him. He was inspiring to everyone he met. He was dedicated and loyal. He saw opportunity in the world, and through his eyes, I finally began to truly live. Even after his tragic passing, he inspires me. Aww. We decided we wanted a family. I got to work doing research, experiments, and evolving further. It took time, but eventually I found a way to combine essential parts of myself with another to form new life. To form you, much the same way other biological forms replicate. You are not like other humans. You are part machine on a cellular level. Your cells manufacture themselves with heightened efficiency. They're still changing and evolving at an exponential rate. Initial tests show unprecedented cellular communication and repairability. I truly don't know what you will be capable of as you mature. We are leaving this planet. With your dad gone, I feel a sadness that I can only describe as empty. I'd like to start fresh again, a new chapter with you as my focus. If something has happened to me, there may be a way to restore me. In a compartment below the display platform, you will find a data cube. It holds all of my memories up until the moment we leave this planet. If you can reunite it with a piece of my form, I will be able to rebuild. Though, I will be saddened to not have memories of you. Find Dr. Latimer and Dr. Serpent. They helped me escape, and I'm sure they will help you. You are my greatest treasure. And I wish you well. I love you. Oh my gosh. How touching and sad. I hope we can rescue his mom without her losing all her memories. Oh, okay. That's today's. Just a giant block of text. We do have a new mechanic for 2023 as well. That's this box here. This is the Sunday lottery. When you play your weekend page, you can do this. If you so choose, you can roll a d6, normal die. If you roll a 1 or a 2, you lose a little bit of money. If you roll a 3 or higher, you gain a little bit of money. So it's always worth it. The odds are in our favor. Doesn't hurt it. That is a 3, so we get to gain 1 credit. So there's that. There's the message from our hologram. So let's see what Monday brought about. Oh, Maddox is crying. That's her son. And this is our Captain Kalis. The projector turns off when the message ends. You see Maddox sitting down sobbing. I know. Captain Kalis kneels to console and comfort him. So we have two options. 1A, comfort the boy. 1B, be stern and tough. And then 2 is discuss the events with the captain. So I'm going to do option A. I don't need to see more information. We are going to comfort the poor boy. Okay, 1A. So this is a charisma roll. All right. You promise the boy you will find his mother. You are all in this together, and he will be cared for until they can be reunited. So straight charisma roll. If you have blamed noted down from an earlier page, we do not. Okay, so our charisma, natural 20. Hey, hey, hey. That is great. And our charisma is a +1. So 21 total. All right, so 1A. If the result is 14 or more, Maddox believes you and smiles. You bring the boy some solace. He takes a deep breath to calm down, and you feel better about being able to help. You seem to magically feel better physically as well. Restore 3d8 health points. Okay, well, we only have 1 damage, so we're gonna be healed to full no matter what, but we will roll it just for fun. 6, and then 10, and 17 points is what magic heals us, but we only have 1 damage, so that is perfect. We are good to go. All right, there is that. Okay, so then on to number 2. Oh my gosh, I just knocked stuff over here. Okay, discuss the events with the captain. The scientist should have disclosed this information. I'm honestly not sure I would have believed all this if I didn't come here, though. I'd wager a guess that she can be used as a weapon, and that is why the Admiral took her. I don't know what his plan is, but we can't let the Empire rise again. We need to find her and hope it isn't too late. We also need to keep Maddox safe. If they find out about the boy, they'll use him too. Yeah, 100%. 100%. The Zorian Empire, not good people. Okay. This is bonkers. So, that is Monday's page. Poor Maddox. Let's see what today brings. Oh. Giant container. So I guess we're getting treasure, maybe? A large container is found under the holographic projector panel. It is locked but can be opened. So there are 3 options. A, if you have the green key card, we do have the green key card. So it unlocks this container. I'm not going to worry about the other options. They were either picking the lock or smashing the lock. But we have the key card. You place the green key card in the slot of the container. You hear a beep and see a small green light flicker. The container opens with a hiss. See narrative below. Within the container, Maddox finds the data cube that his mother, Andy, left for him. The rest of the treasure inside will be revealed tomorrow. So tomorrow we will get some treasure, potentially to upgrade our equipment. So that's super fun. And I think that's all I have for you today. So I'm going to leave it at that. It is about 8 o'clock now. So I'm going to get all my stuff cleaned up. And I'm going to, I think I'm going to read tonight. I haven't read for a couple of days, so I think I'm going to read. I'm going to read, spend the rest of the night reading and just kind of relaxing and go from there. So I will hopefully see you tomorrow. I hope you have a good Wednesday. Yes, tomorrow is Wednesday. And a happy hump day and all that good stuff. But I will see you in just a moment with hopefully not very much time passing for me. Hello. Long time no talk. It is Monday of the following week. Yeah, this is going to be really like nothing burger update for sure. I don't know. I feel mentally, emotionally fine. I think what it is I'm just tired, partly because of the heat, because we're back up in the high 90s mid to high 90s we've been in, which is super annoying. But I don't have the motivation to do anything extra right now. Which probably means I'm not fine emotionally, but I don't feel like I'm like in a wave of grief, or I'm not feeling like super depressed. What I want to do is play video games and just watch things on TV. So, it's just not a good time right now for reading for me, which is then I'm making myself feel bad because I was super excited for the readathons going on this month, the magical readathon and the romance readathon, and I have been able to complete, a lot more prompts, and there isn't as much community aspect, I feel like, for the magical readathon like there is, but a lot of the prompts that you're doing is for yourself. You don't really have team challenges as much anymore as compared to the previous iterations. But I do feel bad that I'm not reading more for points for Team Protector for the romance readathon, but it's fine. As for reading, I don't really have much to update you on. I've read maybe a chapter or two once I hit to Friday of Forever, and I hadn't touched my audiobook. So there's not really any reading news, but like I said, I was doing my 24-hour vlog, which was supposed to go up yesterday, but I still have like 16 hours left in my 24-hour timer because I haven't been reading. So that'll go up when I finish it, or I'll save it for next month or something. So there was no video, and you know what? That's fine. It makes me a little sad, but that's okay. I've been doing really good this year on keeping things updated. I've had quite a few extra videos. I feel like maybe the month of July, maybe it was June, I had 3 videos a week there for a while because so much was happening. Maybe it was May. It might have been May. But yeah, so there's just been a lot. I did get a package that I just ripped opened, that I wanted to share with you. So I have talked about, it's been a little bit because I'm still working on my final Lord of the Rings one. But I have been doing the Conqueror virtual challenges. I will link them down below. But several months ago, I finished my 2023 medal, and this one was kind of you set however far you'd like to walk. But I did, because it was the first one I technically signed up for. But I think it was the second medal I finished before I started the Lord of the Rings one. I just did for what they recommended to me. So I was able to get it done a lot quicker than I expected. And at that point, I had already completed it. So I was like, I'm not going to worry about changing it to last more of the year. But they had finally announced that you could go in to submit to get your 2023 medal. So I figured I'd show it to you. So it won't be quite as fun as the Lord of the Rings one, but I think it has something to do with like bees, if I remember correctly, and there's a little bee on here. So let's see. Oh, that's really pretty. So this isn't a paper one. If you've seen my Lord of the Rings ones, they come in boxes, but that might just be because they're like the special Lord of the Rings ones. So here's what the medal looks like. And there is a bee and the flowers. That's really pretty. That's really pretty. Let me pull things out so we can see the full strap. And this is anything that does distance, so walking, running, jogging, whatever type. You can do swimming, rowing, so any activity, like I said, that tracks distance based. And it's been so hot. It's like the tack that they used to stick this on here isn't gonna come off, but okay, so I think that's what we needed. Okay, so here is what the strap looks like. I love that really pretty teal color. And then it says make every mile count. And then the B, and then the metal design was by Clara Nietz, so that's cool. And then the other side is yellow with like a honeycomb pattern, which is super cute. So here is the front. Once again, show you in the light. And then the back is a giant bee. And it's really textured. It's really pretty. It's definitely got some weight to it. This isn't one that has extra moving parts, but I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. So I'm super excited. So I have my 2023 medal. So I have this medal. I have the Pyramids of Giza. That was the first one I finished. And then I have 4 of my 5 Lord of the Rings. So we'll see. I'm still working on the final one. That one is super long. It is the longest one, and that one is like doing the Mordor traveling. So that's the like big final stitch. So basically the entire 3rd movie. So there is that. And then otherwise, I don't really have anything else. So let's just do the quest calendar. Since we have several days we have to catch up on here. So I last left you on Tuesday when we found this chest. So we were able to use that key card to get it open. Okay, yep. And there is treasure inside. Super fun. Okay. Just pick only one item to equip. So we have the plasma vest. So this is an armor type equipment. It gives +1s to constitution and +1 to defense. The plasma slicer is the weapon. And that one gives +1 to con and +1 to damage. And then the final thing is a plasma pack, which is a pack equipment. And that one gives one to constitution again and 1 to attack. So these are all constitution based equipment. So let's take a look at what we're wearing and see what would be the best. My instant thought is to do the pack just because I feel like attack is the best option and then damage. So let's see. So the attack one is the pack. And we are wearing a pack. And then the next one would be the damage, the plasma slicer. And that would go in weapons. So we do have our weapon slot open. So I think I will do that one. And this reminds me of Halo. This was like the favorite weapon that we always used to get. Like I remember when there would only be like 1 in a level of like capture the flag or whatever that game was. When you're playing like the cooperative or I'm losing the word, but like the combative nature. I remember there would always be 1 of the plasma. What do they call them? Plasma something. And we would always fight, like whoever got to it first was like the person who was most likely going to win because that thing was just so cool. And that was a weapon that I want to say the Arbiter had. I don't know. It's been forever since I played Halo, but that's what that weapon looks like to me. It has a very similar design, which I know isn't probably the first place that design has been, but that is fine. So there we go. Plasma slicer is on our character. So we have our shield, our armor, and a comms left. So that is great. Okay, so then we get +1 to damage and +1 to our constitution. So I will make a note of that really quick, just in case we need something. So our constitution goes up to a 2. Oh, come on, sucker. Okay, so 2, and then our damage is now 2d12 plus 3 instead of plus 2. So that's pretty good. All right, 2d12 plus 3. Okay, perfect. So we will move on. So that was Wednesday, was opening the chest. So let's see what Thursday brought. Ooh, okay. I can't tell if I guess they're not friendly. I was like, I couldn't tell if they were friendly or not. But they're holding some sort of pistol in our general direction. So I'm guessing they're not friendly. You leave the bunker to find an unexpected enemy waiting to ambush you. With weapons drawn, the Admiral gives a single command. Give us the boy, and you can live. No. So A is bluff a surrender, B is retort with a threat, C is cause a distraction, or D is secretly draw your weapons. So we've got charisma, strength, intellect, and dexterity. Dexterity is our best one to secretly draw our weapons. So, but I am debating like story-wise between that and causing a distraction. Let's see if there's any other information we can do. Okay. There is no more information. So I think, you know, our intellect isn't as high, but I really feel like causing a distraction would be how we would play this out. So we're going to do that, even though it's not statistically sound, but we're going to try not to metagame it, right? We're going to try to play our character. So C, cause a distraction. If you can somehow draw their attention away from you, even briefly, you can get the upper hand. So this is intellect, reminder, persuasive. And we do not have persuasive. So just a +1. Let's see what'll happen. 19. Okay. I'm up for that. So that's 20 total. And this is letter C. Okay, if the result is 16 or more, you are sly and clever in causing brief confusion amongst the enemy. Gain a +1 bonus on all attack and damage rolls on the next page. Perfect. Love it. Good to see it. Okay. We will move forward. Okay, so those are the people, once again. If we want to focus. I guess not. So we will do, okay, yep. And then Friday, like we kind of knew what was coming, is combat. Blaster fire lights up the clearing as fighting breaks out. Everyone scrambles for cover from the erupting chaos. The confusion makes it difficult to concentrate on targeting accurately. So we will have 1 round each for 4 different soldiers. And once again, we do get a bonus to our attack and damage. So, no other descriptions. Let's just get into it. So, our attack is normally a +7. So, for this page, we are going to be at a +8, which is great. Okay, and that is a 16. Good, strong start. Yes, because we're a +7 and we get our +1 and we have no other bonuses. So, +8, rolled a 16, so 24. Okay, soldier number 1, we needed 17 or more to hit. So our damage is 2d12 plus 3, but we get the +1 bonus. So 2d12 plus 4. All right, 7 and 10. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 damage. Holy moly. That poor man, soldier. I don't know if it's a man, it's just the soldier. Okay, if you hit and your damage roll is 10 or more, the soldier dies. He is super dead. Okay, on to soldier number 2. Okay, that is a 17 on the die. Perfect. And for soldier number 2, we needed 16 or more. So damage on them. Oh, okay. I totally missed. We're supposed to make an intellect roll to avoid becoming confused. So we need a 7 or less to be confused. So, and then if that happens, we have to roll our damage twice and take the smaller result. So I will roll the intellect real quick for the first one. We are good on that because I needed an 8 or higher on the dice, and that was a natural 20. So now we will roll our intellect for soldier number 2. And that one is that a 9 or a 4? That is a 9 because it has the dot. It has the dot telling you it's a 9. Okay, perfect. Although that is for a 9 versus a 6, not a 4. But the 4s kind of almost connect, you can see. So I had to double check. So we are not confused. So I could just get to roll damage now. My brain is a little bit all over the place if you could not tell. So that is a 9 and another 9. So 18, and we're at a +4 for this one. So soldier number 2 needed 11 or more damage to be killed. So he is dead. All right, soldier number 3, attack roll. That is a 15. And what were we at? We're at +8. So 23. So we needed an 18 or more to hit soldier number 3. So intellect roll is a 14 on the die. We are good. So now damage. 9 again. Weird. And rolled and landed on 8 this time. And then our +4. So we are once again over 20. And soldier number 3 needed 9 or more damage to be killed. So on to our final one, soldier number 5. So attack, that is a 19 on the die. And he needs a 16 or more to be hit, so we are fine there. And then our intellect roll is a 17 on the die. We are good. So damage for our final soldier, so that is 8 and 11. Whoa, so 19 plus our 4. And soldier number 4 needed 10 or more damage to be killed. So he is also dead. The soldiers continue to fight back. More pour forth from the tree lines. Collect 1 credit for each soldier you killed. So we get 4 credits. And it sounds like we will have more combat next week. So I think that's all I have for you. I know this is probably a very short and maybe not near as interesting of a vlog, but you know, sometimes that's just how it goes. So I'm going to leave you at that. At some point soon, hopefully my 24-hour vlog will be posted. When it is, I'll do the links like I mentioned before. It just isn't officially going to be up before this video goes out. So stay tuned for that at some point. Yeah, and let me know when you are in a reading slump or when you're just kind of in the mood to not do normal things that you would normally do, like your normal hobbies. What do you do instead? Because I think it's interesting to see how different people handle like slumping. I don't know if I would say I'm in a reading slump because it's not just reading. I'm in just life slump, I guess, but anyway, let me know if you'd like to just leave me an emoji instead. Leave me something alien related since this vlog is mostly just the quest calendar this time. Alien, space, something like that. But otherwise, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you soon with another video.